2 days ago, Professor Mills' the 12th anniversary of his death occurred. And of course, all of us remember the 24th of July, 2012. We're going about our business. It was a Tuesday. We're going about our business until we told that Professor Mills had unfortunately passed at the 37 military hospital. Since then, there's been controversy, especially after 2016, about the Mills situation. Now, this pastor, this is the story. There's a reverend minister, a pastor, who was officiating the service at the Adom-Otchere Park yesterday. Now, I don't know how unlucky this guy was. Because when he got to do the announcement of announcing the arrival of President John Mahama, he was quite unfortunate. He ended up saying, the people were confusing him a little bit. And he himself said that, you people are confusing me. I'll show you the video. If you think I'm exaggerating, you hold on until you see the video. He said, you people are confusing me, after they had committed the faux pas. What was the faux pas? He said, former President John Mahama, the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. The people nearly killed him. Then they said, oh, you people are confusing me. Because when he was speaking, when he said former president, somebody in the background, and you hear it in the video, shouted, incoming. This is the term that NDC people use. They call each other incoming minister, incoming deputy minister, incoming vice president, incoming chairman of some board, incoming. That's the conversation, which is okay, which is fair. So it can boost morale towards elections. It's fair. So this incoming thing is a word that is used frequently amongst them. So when the guy was talking and he said President Mahama, somebody in the background shouted incoming. It is the incoming that confused him. So then he said the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, and then one woman actually left the audience, purposely to go and sort of put the pastor in his right place. And then the security then took him away. So when I saw the video, people were sharing it on these old school platforms and all over the place. So I called my psychologist friend and I said that, what will make somebody do that? And then he explained to me, he said, I'm telling you, don't go and sit on TV and mention my name. I said, no, I'll mention your name. You just explain to me. So he said, when it suggests that the pastor has been hearing a lot of presidential candidates of the New Patriotic Party. When he hears the word presidential candidate, what normally follows is the New Patriotic Party. That's what he's been hearing. And so it is the repetition, the propensity of what you've been hearing that you are more likely to slip when you're talking publicly. And then I started thinking about it. I said, it is true. You know that towards this campaign, we refer to President Mahama as President Mahama, John Mahama, President Mahama, John Mahama. Bawumia is the one they say, the vice president, who is also the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. The vice presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party is said more often than saying the presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, President John Mahama. You see, even as I'm saying it, is new to you. The presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress. We just say John Mahama or President Mahama. But with Dr. Bawumia, they say the vice president, who is also the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. So they say the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Bawumia, has said so and so. So when he said flag bearer, his mind went to New Patriotic Party, and then the guy, I don't know whether he has been forgiven. I'm not sure whether he has been forgiven. Please, if you know any of our NDC friends, I've already told those I know that Charlie, the guy just slipped. They said, no, he didn't slip. Yeah, how can you see John Mahama sitting there, right there? You've spoken to him before you shook hands with him, before you are going to introduce it. Then you say, New Patriotic Party. See the video. Have a look at it.
His Excellency, John Mahama, who is in our midst, the flag bearer of the New Patriot. I sincerely apologize. You don't confuse me. Don't confuse me. I okay, National Democratic Congress.
He said, don't confuse me. He said, John Mahama, presidential candidate of the new... They said, hey, did you hear that? They said, hey, if you say that again, how can he be presidential candidate of the... They should have let the man finish. And the man will say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. President. the presidential candidate from the National Democratic Congress, then we go on nicely. But when the political temperature is getting charged in the end of July of election year, these things can happen. Watch the video, last one, and pray for the pastor. Watch the video.
His Excellency John Mahama, who is in our midst, the flag bearer of the new patriot. I sincerely apologize. You don't confuse me. Don't confuse me.